everyone, my name is Ella and today we have joining us.
Hello, my name is Georgia.
And we've also got.
Hi guys, my name is Simon.
Fantastic. So then we've got a couple of things to go through just to make sure that you stay safe and have lots of fun with us today. So number one is wear comfortable clothes with trainers or bare feet. Don't wear socks if the floor is slippery. Number two, clear a space to dance in. So tidy up anything that you could fall over and just check that you've got enough room to dance safely. Number three, if any movements hurt or you feel ill, then stop dancing, sit down and rest. Number four, have a drink when you finish dancing. And number five, have lots of fun. Okay, it's time for name and shape. So we are each going to say our name and you can make any shape that you want with your body. So I'm going to go first and then I'll pass to Georgia, who will then pass to Simon, and then it'll be your chance at home to try doing name and shape. So I'm going to go first. My name is Ella. Ella. Fantastic. Pass to Georgia.
Thank you. My name is Georgia.
Georgia.
Passing to Simon.
And my name is Simon.
Simon.
Simon. Fantastic. And we're going to pass it on to you at home. So it's your turn to do name and shape. Brilliant. It's now time to get warmed up. So we're going to start with some slow movements. Get a little bit quicker. Get super quick. And finish with some stretches. So Georgia, can you lead our slow movements and our quick?
Yeah.
And then I will do our super quick and stretches. So if you want to start nice and upright, nice and tall, and follow along with us. Thank you, Simon. Today we are going to explore Jaisalmer Desert Festival. This festival takes place in the desert in India. At the festival there is camel racing, turban tying competitions, music and lots of dancing. There is even a moustache competition. This desert festival happens every year in February to celebrate the local culture and heritage. Watch this video now of some more information.
और अन्य खूबसूरत जगहों के बारे में जानने के लिए हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को दबा दें।
So today we are going to learn our very own version of a Jaisalmer festival dance. This dance is really celebratory, and you might have seen the dancers wearing amazing colourful costumes. So you've got to imagine you're in a beautiful costume and you are celebrating your culture at this fantastic outdoor desert festival. So our first movement, we're going to think about moving our hips side to side. And I'm also going to bring my arms up and down. A little bit like I'm climbing, maybe a climbing wall. And you can make this move as big as you want, or it might be a little bit smaller. Do whatever feels comfortable for you today. So we're going to do this move for about 8 counts, 8 times. You can add your own boogie or your own spin on it. Yeah, brilliant. So let's try doing that with Simon. Thank you, Simon.
So ready, guys? So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Brilliant, fantastic. Our next move is going to be a big circle with our arms. So we're going to bring them down low, all the way around, up to the top. And as they come down, you're going to think about crossing them in front of your face. Brilliant. Let's do that again. So we come up, nice and wide. Then we think about crossing them in front of our face and our bodies. Good, and this move can repeat, so we can keep doing this circular movement. Brilliant. And you can also do this movement with a different body part if that feels good. So you might do it with maybe your elbows, thinking about crossing them. You can do it with any other body part that feels good. So we'll do this twice. So we'll think about doing a big circle and crossing them, and a big circle and crossing them. Fantastic. And if you saw in our video, some of the dancers had kind of cloaks hanging down from their arms with lots of bells and colours. So maybe imagine, as you're doing this circular movement, this beautiful colourful cloak coming up like wings behind you. So really imagine those colours and the sound that your costume would make as you dance. So let's go from the top. We've got our funky hip climbing move, and then we've got two big beautiful circles with our arms. Lovely. Thank you, Simon.
Awesome. Ready, guys? So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fantastic. We are then going to bring our arms out to a nice wide second position. So our arms in a nice straight line either side. And we're going to do a movement called a pivot. Now, you might have done one of these before, where it's kind of like a turn. So I think about pivoting to the sides. Brilliant. So I'm just travelling to one side. If you're like me, in quite a small room, you might only be able to do it once. You might have to move your arms in a little bit. So don't hurt yourself. Do what you need to do at home in your space. But we're thinking about travelling and turning to one side. What's most important is these beautiful big arms showing off your costume. Brilliant. So George is thinking about pivoting and twisting to either side. So that might be a good option or choice for you at home today. You can choose what's going to keep you safe at home. So we're going to pivot to one side, big pivot. Lovely. Then we're going to go the other way, big pivot. Fantastic. Really, really nice. So imagining this beautiful costume and all of the bells and sounds you might hear as you pivot through the space. So let's just practice from the top. So we've got our climbing movements with those hips. We've got two big circles crossing over in front of our face. Lovely. Crossing over. We then come out to a second position into our pivot. And our pivot the other way. Fantastic. Let's try going from the top with Simon's music. Thank you, Simon.
Awesome. Ready, guys? So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Lovely. Just give those arms a bit of a shake. This is quite an arm-heavy dance, as you might have seen. Brilliant. So our final move today is we're going to think about our wrists. Now, in the dance, they use a lot of wrist movements. So we're going to think about just rotating them like this. Yeah, so you can either go outwards or inwards, or you can do a bit of both. Whatever feels good for you today. So just thinking about rotating those wrists. Good. As we rotate those wrists, we're going to bring them up high above our heads and open them out all the way down to our sides. So let's do that again. So we bring our arms up, we then start rotating, come up above our heads, opening out to the sides and all the way down. Oh, give those wrists a shake. Don't know about yours, but mine feel a little bit tired after that. So maybe let's do a couple of stretches. So you might want to do this stretch with me now. Just really stretching out that wrist, nice and gentle. And the other one. If at any point doing all these wrist rotations it starts to hurt, then you can just do the movement without the wrist rotations. So don't do anything that hurts you because it can be quite intense. Wonderful, let's go from the top with Simon's music, adding on our final move for today.
Awesome, ready guys? So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice job. Give those wrists and hands a bit of a shake. Let's just do a couple of stretches for those arms all together because that is quite a lot of work on the arms. I can't imagine how much hard work that would be if you had a big heavy costume on as well with all those bells and colours. Let's get very tired. So for our creative task today, we're going to keep thinking about different movements that we can make with our hands. So let's start off just giving them a bit of a warm up, particularly because they've worked really hard. So if you want to cross over those fingers, good. And then cross them over the other way, just warming those fingers up. Brilliant. A bit of a shake. Good, and maybe some splats. Fantastic. And if at any point your wrists or fingers become a bit achy or tired, then stop dancing. You can pause the video and come back to it. Or you can try and put these movements into a different body part if that feels good for you. So we're going to think about different ways we can move our hands or dance them. So yeah, so Georgia and I might just kind of start having a play. And if you at home want to join us, so just start thinking about different ways you can move your hands. Thinking about them dancing. So maybe they're stuck together in some way. Maybe they do different things. Maybe they do the same things. Yeah, brilliant. Really nice. So Georgia, have you got anything that you want to kind of share that we could all try? Something fun that you found?
Yeah, so I'm trying to think of, so my hands are copying each other, like mirroring. So I'm going thumb, finger one by one all the way to my pinky, and then I'm trying to reverse it, but I have to really concentrate. Yeah, and then back the other way, so they all come apart.
Oh, that's fun. That's really nice. It looks a little bit like a butterfly.
Get quick. Can you? I don't know. I don't even know.
Have to really concentrate. Yeah, nice. I was thinking about if my palms are kind of stuck together like this, then what are the different shapes, or how can I move my hands in different ways? Yeah, where my palms are still stuck together, but what are all the different movements that they can do?
My
Yeah,
God.
lovely. Again, it looks a little bit like a kind of flower or butterfly, doesn't it? Brilliant. I'm sure that at home you've got loads more ideas of different ways that you can use those fingers and those hands. And maybe you might want to play with them doing the same. So making sure your hands are doing exactly the same thing. Or you might want to try doing different things with your hands. So this is really hard, so I have to really concentrate. Yeah, but start nice and simple. It made me think about different ways that those hands can move. I find that really hard. Yeah. So you can keep trying and keep playing. Simon's gonna play some music, and you can just explore different ways of dancing with your hands. They're really expressive, and they're a really key part of the way that in this festival they express themselves and dance. So you can be as expressive as you like. Thank you, Simon. If you wouldn't mind just playing, and we'll have a improvisation using those hands.
Ready, guys? So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Brilliant. Gosh, I think our hands deserve a huge shake out. Yeah, and a big clap. A big clap as well. Yeah, brilliant. And let's do one final stretch just all together. Just stretching out that arm, that wrist. They've worked super, super hard. Fantastic. Now, what did you find easiest? Did you find it easier to move your hands together so they were the same or different? Georgia, what did you think? What did you find easiest?
Swapping. So I quite liked, I think, rotation.
Yeah.
That I did a lot of, and then I tried to do different, but depends how focused I was feeling at the time. A bit of both. It's quite nice to swap between the two, I think.
Yeah, I found I had to think so hard if I was doing different. And what did you find easiest at home? Did you find it easier to rotate like Georgia, do different, or the same? Really nice work, everyone. So it's now time to do a couple of stretches and to cool down. So follow along with Georgia and myself. Thank you, Georgia. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Georgia, and thank you, Simon. And I hope you had lots of fun at home. Goodbye. Thank you for taking part in this tutorial. If you'd like to feature in our calendar of festivals film at the end of the year, then film yourself doing the dance you learnt today and send it to l.whitlock@magpiedance.org.uk, or you can message it to 075972 66717. If you're not sure how to send the video, click on the link in the description and it will help. Have fun!